Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever time of day it is over where you are. Yeah, I've not streamed for about 4 months now, mainly because I had medical problems which got sorted out about 2 months ago, and I just never got back into the flow of streaming again until now because I've got something new to show you. I've got a game that I've been developing for 4 years, and it's just about ready now. It's been sent to beta testers for a private beta test. A little roguelike called The Chambers Beneath, and yeah, it's ready to show you. So I thought I'd get myself back on stream and playtest it myself and see if it'll embarrass me now that I'm showing it to the public. So I keep forgetting that my mouse cursor appears in this window. So let's press fire to continue and let's get straight into it. So the first thing you do in this game is you choose a character. You don't roll a character yourself. You don't get to choose every little thing about it like in a game like Skyrim, but you do get to choose what character class you've got and which of the 3 characters on offer you'd like to play. So you always get the choice of a warrior. So we've got Lestal the warrior. We've got Anyll the ranger. Doesn't matter how you pronounce these names because they're all just made up and they all get forgotten once the character gets killed. And Adami the mage. And I think out of these 3, the ranger is best, and I shall show you why. The warrior here, Lestal, has a decent skill in blades. Actually, this one's not bad. It's got a decent skill in blades, blades 3. Blades uses agility as the skill for deciding how much damage a blade causes. The skill here decides how often you hit, or whether you can use the blade or not. And then agility decides how much damage you cause. So this isn't bad. And then we've got tactics, which kind of gives you a double attack on no matter what weapon you're using. Dodging is, it's what it says it's dodging, how you dodge blows, and it also allows you to use armor. And knowledge is a magic skill, because characters in this game sometimes have skills borrowed from other character classes. So we've got a warrior with a bit of magic skill here. So actually this isn't a bad warrior. I kind of dismissed it, but Blades 3 is pretty good, along with that decent agility there. Then we've got Anyll the ranger, who has archery of 3. And archery also uses agility to decide whether you hit things. So we've got 11 agility. Plus we've got stealth, which allows you to move a bit closer to the monsters without being detected. Knowledge again, knowledge and protection are both branches of magic. So knowledge allows you to see things that you wouldn't normally see, like it can tell you the stats of a monster, or when you get higher levels you can identify objects, and at the highest levels you can even get a preview of what's in dungeons before you go down there yourself. And protection is various magical protection spells like healing. There's a magic shield. There's I've forgotten the name of it now, but there's a kind of magic blast, magic cloud. That was it, magic cloud spell that poisons any monsters that are around you. So that's a decent ranger. And then the mage is the only one that's not very good. It's got knowledge level 3, so this one could cast identify spells. And control, that's a good branch of magic. That allows you to control the creatures in the dungeon, make them stagger around in confusion or run away in terror. And tactics, again, like the warrior, you get a double attack, but there's no actual attack skill. A wizard would normally have power as their attack skill. which allows you to do things like magic darts, lightning spells, fireballs, but this one doesn't have it, so this wizard would have to avoid the monsters or learn bludgeoning skill. That's an option you have, is to go to a warrior and learn bludgeoning skill and start hitting things with a stick. But I don't think this mage has much of a hope of surviving early levels. So I think I'm going to go with this ranger, Anyll the ranger. So we'll select Anyll the ranger, and then we get to see the ruler of the city. Greetings, Anyll. I am Yana, Lord of Zasha. Again, these names are all made up for this one run. One of the city's greatest treasures, the Plate of Power, has been stolen. I've had to close the city gates till it is found. I suspect it's been hidden in the chambers beneath the city. To the hero who finds the plate and returns it to me, the citizens of Zasha will be forever grateful. Hold fire to continue. So now we can enter the city. And here we are in the city streets. So we see rows of houses. We see these towers, which is where the dungeons are. We see this character here is an NPC. She is one of the people who run the shops in the city. And we can see another one over there. This is the ranger's shop. They look like me, so they're the shop I'm probably going to be going into most. And I'll start off there. Right, so Archery 3 is a good enough skill for me to use this short bow, but if I try and buy the short bow, it says I can't afford 24 coins. I've got 20 coins to start the game up here, and it's not enough to buy a bow, but it is enough to buy, oh, there's 2 bows, and a longbow, but I don't have the skill to use a longbow. That needs Archery 5. So none of this you get told in the game, by the way. It's true 80s fashion. If you want to play this game, you need to read the manual. Or maybe, well, I'll be doing a quick start guide with a lot of starter information on it. But the computer I've written this for, the IBM PC, is the PCs from 40 years ago. Didn't have the memory, the processor power, for all the mod cons that we expect now. So a lot of things we get now in the user interface, like a help system and prompts and tutorials, just wouldn't fit in the game. They ended up going in the manual, which is the way I've written this. So I'm going to buy this sling, which is 6 gold. Yes, I'll spend 6 gold. And while I'm in the shop, I will also cash in these gold coins here, because I don't want these taking up inventory space. I want to leave that inventory space for loot. So if I choose cash in gold, the coins disappear, but now I've got 14 credit, which I can spend in any shop in the city. So I've now got the full inventory left for things I find in the dungeon, or the next thing that I'll be buying is food. So if I go and find that merchant again, she sells food. So I'm going to buy bread. Food is the cheapest form of healing in this game. And other shops we've got are the warrior's shop, which I don't have a use for at the moment. Just get rid of this arrow. What other shops? Oh, we have a mage's shop, which I will have a use for. Here he is. Yeah, I can buy magic spells, although only one of the spells is identified so far. So I would have to buy this spell with the eye on it and hope it was something I could use. Also, there's potions, but again, they're not identified. So if I was spending money, it would be pot luck. But one thing that the mage can do for me is identify items. Now, I already know what that is, because that's a sling, and your basic weapons are always ready identified in the shop. Like, if I was a mage, the magic dart spell would be my first weapon, so that's already identified. And Yeah, this sling has been identified. Slings and warriors' weapons, melee weapons, can have enchantments or curses on them. So it's often a good idea if you find them down in the dungeon, before you use them, to bring them here to the mage's shop and see if they've got a curse on, or an enchantment. So that's the mage's shop. This is the ruler's court. And this is where I go to remind myself of what the quest item is, the plate of power. And when I found the plate of power, this is where I come to hand it in to win the game. So that's a quick rundown of the start of the game. So I'm going to start at the top left, just to keep track of where I've been. Let's check out this first dungeon. So descend the stair. Oh, it's got a complex silver lock, that door, so I can't descend that stair. Let's try that one. I feel terrified, which means that the monsters in this dungeon are going to be way too difficult for me to deal with. So I'm going to be to hasty retreat and try another dungeon. Try this one. No, I'm terrified here as well. If I was right next to a chest or something, I might chance it and rummage in the chest. Ornate copper lock for that one, so I can't go down there yet. I feel afraid, so not quite as bad as terrified, but I don't like the look of the monsters I'm seeing here. Not when all I've got is a sling. So let's ascend again. But there's more down here. Confident, that's the word I was looking for. So I can see a couple of bats there. That bat that looks like some kind of gargoyle, that's actually a bat in front of a chest. But I'll deal with that later. I'll see what's in this chest up here first. Oh, there's a bat there. So I shall shoot the bats. Well, that was easy. Sometimes it takes a couple of shots. So let's open the chest. Oh, a key. Complex copper key. I wish I could remember what some of those locks were that I'd encountered, because one of those might have been a complex copper lock. Let's have some of the money. Right, I'm not going to stand next to that bat. I'm going to wait for that bat to either come to me, or it could have wandered away, but it didn't. Right, so let's shoot them. Oh, that hit me. I'm not very good at this. That was a lucky hit on that first bat. I'm not doing very well here. Oh, thank goodness for that. So bat's dead, and I shall eat some of this bread. Each loaf of bread heals you 2 points, but if you read aloud, you'd have seen it's only healed 1 point per bread that I've eaten. That's because it only heals 1 point per turn. So the 5 bread I've eaten will heal me a total of 10, taking me up to 20, but it'll take a few turns of walking around. Right, let's see what's in here. I'm sure I saw things wandering around in here, so I don't want to get too close. There we go. I'll shoot that one that's wandering around to the south. Right, now I'm going to move away from that one to the right and then shoot it. I'm using shortcut keys now to shoot. First time I did it, I used the menu, but that capital S there means that I can use the S key to shoot. Makes things a lot quicker when you learn the shortcut keys. Oh, some berries. Berries heal you 1 point, so I shall eat those berries and heal that last point of hit health up here. That's 21 out of 21. I'm at full health again. So let's open the chest. Oh, another bunch of berries. Some coins. Oh, I saw a bat just fly away down there. Let's shoot at it. Now I'll open the chest. Ooh, there's quite a few things in here. Some coin. A staff, which I can't use, but I can sell at the shop. Oh, excuse me, a scroll. Another sling. Another coin. Before I sell this sling at the ranger's shop, I will check it out at the Mage's shop to see if it's got any useful enchantments on it. Right, let's wait for this bat to come back down again. There we go. Oh, another spell. So let's see what's in here. I think that was a magic dart spell, that one with the target on. These symbols are actually letters from the Etruscan alphabet. So that's a TH, a theta, and that is the magic dart spell. I'm going to try reading this scroll. Healing, excellent. So that's a protection spell, and I've got the protection knowledge. And let's try reading that one. I failed to learn that, so I have no idea what that was. My relatively low intelligence means that I'll often fail to learn a spell. Right, now, did I see any stairs down? Yes, I did. Let's see what's on the next level down. Oh, I'm terrified. So I won't go exploring here. So there'll still be other easier dungeons elsewhere in the city. So I shall go and find them. No, I'm afraid there. Really, what I should do before I go into this dungeon, I should go and check. I should go and get rid of this loot that I don't need. So, right, I was going to check this sling out at the magic shop. So if I go identify, yes, I'll pay 1 gold to identify the item. It's a cursed sling, so I don't want that. While I'm here, I'll cash in this gold. I'll sell this magic dart spell. And I'm not interested in whether that staff is enchanted or not, because I'm not going to be using it. I'm just going to sell it. So let's go and sell the things I don't want at these shops here. So let's sell this sling. And let's sell the staff here. Right. So how much gold do I have? How much credit? I've got 35 credit, which is enough to buy one of those short bows, but it's not enough to buy any arrows for the short bow. The sling doesn't need ammunition. You just pick up pebbles in the dungeon and the game doesn't bother making you do that. That's the advantage of the sling. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the bow now, because items do disappear from the shop. So I don't want somebody else to come and buy that bow. And then the next thing I'm going to do, before I forget, is I'm going to go to the magician and identify the bow, make sure it's not cursed. It's enchanted with agility +3. I've looked out there. So that's a good bow, good short bow. So when I can afford a decent number of arrows, I'll start using that bow. Right, I was going to go down into this dungeon next. So let's see what's down here. I feel afraid. I'm missing out of dungeons where it says you feel afraid at the moment, because it's just a starting character. Complex copper lock. What was this? Okay, complex copper key. So if I just get the bread out of the way, wield the key, and down I go. And I'm confident here as well. So let's get away from these bats. I think this one might be coming down. No, it's coming towards me. Oh, they're both coming towards me. So let's shoot that one and that one. Oh, that was lucky. Oh, there's a zombie there. shoot the bat, and if the zombie hasn't moved, start shooting the zombie. Zombies are actually easier to hit than bats because bats flit around, but if a zombie gets up to you, it causes a lot more damage than the bat would. Go away, bats. Oh dear. There we are. There's another bat. Ooh. So a dagger that I won't be using. Caltrops. Now the skill that you use to lay traps is stealth, so those caltrops are actually useful to me. But probably not until I get a higher level of stealth than 1. Did I know what that spell was? No. Let's try reading it. Confusion. Ah, that's a control spell, and I don't have control magic. But I might pick up control magic when I get my first level up. Defeated the zombie. See if I can lure this zombie out of here. Yeah, it's a bit too close for comfort though. Luckily, I picked up all this food, so we'll heal. So 18, 19, 20, 21. There we are. Let's see what's in this chest. Oh, another key. An ornate bronze key. If I was playing this not so casually, I would have noted down those locks that I encountered elsewhere. And then I would know exactly where to go to use this. I've forgotten what it is already. This ornate bronze key. Right, there don't appear to be any stairs down here, so this is just a simple. This is the bottom level of this dungeon. Is it a 1-level dungeon? Yes, it was. Right, I'm back at town now, and I've killed enough monsters to get myself a level up, so I'll do what I said I would do. And get control magic, which means now I can cast the confusion spell. Did I pick up? That was another confusion spell, wasn't it? Yeah, so I can sell that confusion spell to the mage. And anything else to sell? I'll sell the dagger. I'll actually sell the caltrops because with the level of protection I've got, not protection, the level of stealth I've got at the moment, stealth 1, and only 1 caltrops, I don't think it would be very useful. So I'll sell those just for a bit more money. That's still not enough to buy a full stack of arrows. Oh, I've got money. I've got cash there. I've still not got enough to buy a full stack of arrows, but nearly enough. So I'm going to buy this full stack of arrows. Sorry, nearly this full stack of arrows. 22 out of 24. And now I'm outside, I'm going to switch to using my bow. Now, I can't remember which, I think it was that was the dungeon I was just in. So I shall try now. I've got to remember that that's a single level dungeon and that I've cleared it out already. So it's pointless going down there again. This has an ancient copper lock. This is ornate bronze. Still terrified. Still terrified there. Ornate bronze, not ornate copper. I feel afraid, so I'll give that one a miss for now. Try this one again. I feel bold. Notice there's a bat here, even though I cleared this level out. I don't want to waste arrows on a bat, so I'm going to unwield that and wield that. There's another bat. But yeah, I don't want to waste arrows on things that this sling can deal with easily. So let me just check out what's down here again. Oh, I'm terrified, right? So no, I'm looking for somewhere where I'm confident. And that would be the right level for me to attempt. There we are. So we've got the zombies that I've seen before. And I will start using the bow now. There we go, one shot that zombie. Now you've got to be careful with dryads, because dryads can start to lure you. So luring now, if I try to move left, or let's say try to move up, I just move right. That's what luring does. Let's just step back a bit. The bow and arrow is quite good at monsters of this level, usually one-shotting them. But the downside is you have to keep yourself in arrows. Sometimes you find them in the dungeon. Oops. I like to put as much distance as I can between me and the monsters when I'm doing ranged combat. Oh, that zombie seems to be just chilling there. So let's shoot it from here. Oh, a potion. That zombie's moving around. I keep an eye on it, see where it goes. I've lost it now. There we are. I think that's all the monsters. I've got another sling. I must remember that that one there is my sling. Right, so what key do I have? Ornate bronze. And that chest is ancient mithril, so I can't open that. Let's go down here, see what's here. I feel afraid, and I don't like the look of those 3 skeletons there. So let's retreat back. Let's find another dungeon where I'm confident. While I'm safe, let's try this potion and see what it does. Oh, invisibility. Right, I've wasted an invisibility potion there because it's, excuse me, no help in the city. But at least now I know when I find another potion that colour, that's an invisibility potion. That might get me out of a fix. So let's remind myself what's down here. Oh, I feel confidence. Right, they're just chilling there, they are. Ornate bronze, that's precisely what I have. So I've got to hope nobody comes and attacks me right now, because when I'm not carrying the arrows, the bow is useless. Oh, some more bread. So let's unwield this ancient mithril key. We've just seen that look somewhere, haven't we? Right, I'm in danger of running out of arrows soon. Let's hope I one-shot as many of these zombies as possible. Okay. Yet another sling. Well, I'm going to be filling up my inventory soon. Looks like I'm going to have to revert to using my sling. Is that zombie going to come and play? No. Oops. Okay, that zombie's aggroed by me, so... There we go, I'm out of arrows, so... Unwield the bow. And remember, this was my sling. Wield my sling. The other two slings might be perfectly fine. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I thought I had an enchanted sling, and it's the bow that's enchanted. That's why the bow's really killing things easily, because that's up in my agility, and that's a skill you use for archery. So let's kill that zombie. See what's in these chests. Oh, a lockpick. I don't have lockpicking skills, so I wouldn't have a use for that. And I no longer have room for this this sling that's lying down there. I don't particularly want to drop anything that I've got here, just to pick up the sling. Let's just take care of this last zombie. Oh, there's two. So I'm going to have to approach them from this direction. Oh, now is a good time to cast the healing. And I might have to do it several times. There we go. Because I'm not very good at protection magic. Right, while I'm healing... Oh wow, I one-shotted the zombie with a sling. Right, I can't pick up all of the berries because I've got a full inventory. It's pointless me trying to pick up the rope. So I think what I'll do is offload all this stuff and then come back and just collect these. Oh, I get a level up. So what do I want to level up? Let's see. I'll consider this over a nice cup of tea. So my archery is okay for now. I don't need to up that. Haven't even thought about upping the stealth yet. Higher protection would mean that healing would be a lot more effective. And control, although I've not tried to use the confusion spell yet. That's another one that I'd have to cast several times before it works. And if I up the control magic, that would become more effective. And I'm not bothered with knowledge spells yet. I think I'm going to up protection just so that healing becomes a lot easier. Right, so now I have a scroll to offload. So let's sell the magic dart spell. Oh, there's another invisibility potion here. Let's cash in the money. I'm not sure whether I want to bother identifying all these slings. As you level up, the services get more expensive. So it will cost me, what, I'm level 3 now, so it will cost me 3 each item to identify. I think I'm just going to sell these 3 slings. So I'll go and do that now. Oh, and another caltrops. If I'd have kept the caltrops, I could have ended up starting a collection. obviously I'm not selling the bow, but I am buying, this time, a full stack of arrows. Oh, and I'm selling the lockpick. I just noticed I gained a hat. Let's see if the hat has any useful enchantments. It's only useful itself if you've got dodging skill, which I don't. And I'm not sure that I'll pick up. I might pick dodging up, actually. But let's identify this. So it's a plain leather cap. It's got no use for me. The only use it's got is a user interface use, in that now, if I pick up a just bear with me one moment. Let's get rid of that. There we go. What was I in the middle of saying? Yeah, if I pick up another helmet that's got potentially a dangerous curse on it, I won't automatically put it on because I've already got that one. So I might leave it there, but I might also, next time I level up, I might think about adding dodging skill, which would make that and armour useful to me. I'm particularly interested in these cloaks here because they do two things. They give you armour protection, not very good armour protection, just a little bit. And they also aid your stealth, so it's doubly useful. Can't afford it now, but if I had dodging, that would be really useful. Oh, excuse me. Now that I've got arrows, what I'm going to do, oops, I didn't mean to move the character. I shall rearm myself with bow and arrow. I've forgotten where I was last in. Was it this one? I think it was this one. I know there's no point going down this one again, so let's try this one. Ancient copper lock. What key do I have? Ancient mithril. Oh, that's right. The ancient mithril key, which I got from here. I'd only just seen the ancient mithril lock. So let's just check down here again. I won't bother these unless they bother me. Ancient mithril. I've got a feeling that that dryad on the other side of the wall is tracking me. I'll put that to the test in a minute. Oops. Yeah, she's tracking me. So if I go like this and then... Okay, she wandered off and lost interest. And I wasted an arrow. Oh. I don't really need to be carrying all these berries because I've got healing spell. I won't bother shooting that dryad. Let's just see what's down here. I'm afraid, yeah, I don't like the look of this slot. So the next thing I'll do, you can't sell food. But what you can do is you can go to the merchants. Let's just check what key I picked up, by the way. Complex gold. I've not seen the complex gold lock. And one of the things the merchant does is if I try and sell, yeah, she doesn't buy food, she only sells it. So if I go to the deposit box for 3 gold, I can fertle around in here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to store, I may as well store the food as well. The bread, I should say. May as well store the bread. Let's cash in that coin while I'm here. Well, I was lucky I had the gold to do this. So, I've no idea where the gold is, so I'll carry on doing my clockwise rounds. I think I just went down here, didn't I? Oh, ancient copper lock, that's right. Complex silver lock. And I have something gold. Complex gold. Still afraid of this place. I think it used to be terrified, so I'm not quite as frightened as I used to be. I am terrified of this place, though. I can't see any monsters, but there might be something really nasty down this corridor. Something with ranged combat or something with lure, so I don't want to go exploring. 1-8 copper, and I've got complex gold. Oh, I feel confident in the spider dungeon now. Right, let's... Oh, is the skeleton tracking me? I believe it is, yes. So, let's shoot the skeleton. Shoot the skeleton. Let's try, I'm not holding out much hope, but let's fire a confusion spell. No, it failed, so I'm just going to shoot. There we go, let's have those. Right, now if I cast confusion there we go, it succeeded. Now the spider's going to stagger around at random, and it's constricted by that corridor it's wandered into. So hopefully I can get some good shots in on it. Excellent. Right, I'm far enough from the spider down there that, yeah, I can get a couple of shots in. There's a dryad down there. Of course, using the bow, I'm doing quite well. Another cap. This bow is really good. Right, I know there was something up at the top there. There was a spider. Right, what's this? Glowing iron, and I had a complex gold lock. Around there, let's pick up this mace. It's no use for me, but it'll fetch a good price at the shop. I think I've killed everything. Did I see any stairs down? No, I didn't. So this is the bottom level of a dungeon. But I still need to come down here again when I get the glowing iron key. So let's go across there again. When I'm playing casually, I do this. It's a literal loop. Just wander around the towers in a loop, because I can never remember which towers I've been to and which towers have the locks I'm interested in. Now I'm going to unwield this bow and wield the sling again, because I'm not wasting arrows on bats. Let's wait for that bat to come out of that corridor. I'm not going to come out right next to a bat. Oh, well, I did actually, but at least I got the first hit in. Okay. Endless berries. Let's see what's down here. Just stretch the chat there so there's a bit more room. There we go. Right, so I still feel afraid in here. So I still feel afraid in here. I don't know if I've been there before. I feel bold in here. That's because I've been in this dungeon before. Okay, that dryad is still there. I'm low on arrows, so I think I'm going to use the sling on these zombies. See if one of them comes into the way. Yes. Whoops. Oh dear. That was getting close. I'll use some of these berries up rather than wasting them. Berries are the most inconvenient form of healing because you literally have to sit and eat them turn by turn. But they are cheap, that's why they're cheap. Let's see if the zombie comes up in a helpful direction. Yes. Yeah, this is a disadvantage of using the sling, is that you don't cause as much damage. I think that's everyone. Right, let's go and see what's down here. Oh, it's these skeletons again. When playing this seriously, it's a good idea to not bother mapping out the dungeons, but map out the city, and then just keep a note of what things are under each tower, so you don't keep doing what I'm doing now and visiting the same dungeon. Oh, this is the one where I wanted to come down and cups and collect all. No, I don't want to quit, thank you. I want to do that. Right, let's eat the rest of these. Not quite healed up. Let's cast healing. Let's cast confusion on that zombie. Oh, it succeeds. That surprises me. There we are. Zombie was so confused, didn't move at all. Okay, let's have one of those berries. Healing spell doesn't heal you all the way up. Heals you a random amount that's based on your intelligence. And since I'm a ranger, not a mage, my intelligence is not that high. Right, I think as soon as I step into the room, this zombie is going to start tracking me. Yes. I'm glad I one-shotted him. Right, so there's nothing more down here, but hopefully there will be stairs down. And I feel confident, apparently. I think what I'll do is I'll switch back to the bow for a little while. I wish I could remember which of those two was my sling. How can I flip in this? That's better. That's how this bow's supposed to work, but I've only got 2 arrows left now. Let's try and keep at a safe distance. Right, I've just got a single arrow left. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to step back 1, then shoot. Now I have to unwield that, quickly switch to what I hope is my own sling. Oh. Oh, a cloak. I was going to save up for a cloak and now I've got one for free. Let's just hope it's not cursed. Or a spider. Now, before I tackle the spider, I will eat some berries because spiders are poisonous. Right, the spider hasn't seen me, possibly because of the cloak. So I think what I'll do is I'll go and deal with the easier enemy over here first, which I think was a zombie or a dryad. Zombie. And I'll also check this complex gold lock, and complex gold is what I have here. Oh goodness, there's way more here than I can carry. So another helmet, some more coin. I might be able to carry all of this. Right, now I have to be very careful of this spider. At least I get a couple of shots in. Oh, and I missed. The arachnid hit me, but it didn't poison me. So I'll have another go at killing it. Yes, got it. May as well eat the berries since I've got them. So I've not got room for any more loot, but let's see what there is down the stairs. I feel afraid, not terrified, just merely afraid. So I may be coming down here again soon. Let's just check what key I've got now and if I recognise it. Glowing iron. I don't think so. Let's go back and sell some of the loot. If I can remember where the stairs up were. There they are. Oh yes, now what was I going to improve? Oh, dodging, that's right. If I get dodging, I'll just stop slouching. If I get dodging, then the cap will actually start to protect me, and so will the cloak. So I've now used all of my skill slots, so I can improve these skills, but I can't add any more skills. Any new skills, I should say. So let's go and divest myself of some of this stuff. I'm going to check out these caps first. Although I don't have much money, so I'm not going to check out the caps first. I'm going to sell some things that I know I am not going to use. So that's these. Oh, I'm not going to use the mace. 12 gold, that's welcome. Let's cash in that gold. So I've got 40. There's nothing at the moment in this shop that I need. That's a very nice iron helm, but that needs dodging 4. Oh, before I go spending a lot of money, I need to restock on arrows, so I'm not going to bother checking these helmets out actually. I'm going to sell these helmets. I'm going to sell the caltrops and the rope. And this spare sling. And that gives me enough money to buy a full stack of arrows. I can't buy another stack of arrows much as I'd like to. And then the next thing I'm going to do is check this cloak to make sure it's not cursed. Because that costs me 4 now. It's plain, that'll do. Enchanted would be nice, but plain is good enough. And also, let's get rid of these into the deposit box. One advantage of doing this is at the end of the game, whether you win or whether you die, you get scored on the total of value of all your possessions. That includes things that you've stashed away in this safe deposit box. You can't sell food, but it does have value when you finish the game. So, I've got 9 credits left, so that's not enough to do anything with. Now I have to remember where I left off, which I think was there. What's this? That's a glowing iron key, but in preparation for some of the dungeons I'm going down into, let's get the bow and arrows. Complex silver is not glowing iron. Still afraid here. Still terrified there. 1/8 copper is not glowing iron. I feel bold in this this place. Is that skeleton going to move? It is. See if anybody else is down here. Ah, there's a spider there. Oh, the spider's moving around, so I wasted an arrow. Glowing iron. So now I have a complex bronze key, which I think was one of the keys to the towers that I saw earlier. "19 arrows left." I can't remember if there's anything down here that's worth me looking at. I think this is the bottommost. I think this was the bottommost dungeon here. I'll trust what little memory I have. I've got an inkling that that was the bottommost dungeon, so it's pointless wasting arrows on those monsters. I feel bold in here. Right, I am going to unwield this and wield the sling because I'm not wasting arrows on bats. Oh, just 1 hit point. I am afraid. I feel bold. I'm going to just try dealing with these people using the sling. Okay, then she's just gone. Oh, I'm in danger of being trapped here. Where's the zombie going? I don't even think the zombie knows where the zombie's going. Okay, the zombie's moved out of the way. Ah, there it is. There's the stairs. Right, now I feel confident about these skeletons, but I only feel confident if I'm wielding the bow and standing quite a way away from them as well. I think I'll deal with this one first. Why am I missing all the time? I think that was just luck. Oh, that one was carrying the mace. Right, another healing spell. Might be useful to keep. I'm down to 10 arrows. I have to move slowly because I don't want to run into anything. See if this skeleton follows me down that far. Yes, it does. Right, 7 arrows. Is this skeleton coming this way? No. Stop missing. There we are. Right, now I might be able to... I think the spider is down in this corridor. Yes. Oh, I got a few more arrows. Complex bronze. What was the key? Complex bronze. That's handy. Some nice loot. One thing I forgot to do, I'm just going to pause for a moment. And... oh, yeah. I forgot to load my clock, so I've got absolutely no idea what time it is. Right, there we go, halfway through the stream. And I don't think I'm halfway through the game. So, let me see. Right, I don't need to go up again just yet, so let's go down and see what's next. I feel terrified. I see a couple of spectres there. So let's leave this dungeon for later. Try and find the stairs. Oh, I know where the stairs are on this one, but at the top there. They're in the same room as the stairs down. Oh, I get another level up. Right, so archery is still fine as it is. Protection is okay at 2, so that means stealth, knowledge, control, or dodging. I think I will up control magic, which will make that confusion spell a little bit more useful. Now it's time to... I'll actually sell the healing spell. Cash in this gold. Yeah, one thing you find with rangers is you're constantly short of money because you're always spending money on arrows. Right, let's unwield the key. What was that? Ornate mithril. And buy myself another stack of arrows. One one thing that I'll consider for the future is one of these quivers. But the downside of doing that is that the quiver, when you equip it, it lives there. So if I had to equip the quiver, I have to lose the cloak. And the cloak benefits me both in dodging and in stealth. Whereas what the quiver does is it allows me to just keep arrows down in my inventory here. And not have to worry about keeping them in my offhand all the time. That would allow me in theory to maybe get a shield in my right hand, which is more armor protection than this cloak. So now I have to remember where I left off again, and I've completely forgotten. So I know that's an afraid or terrified dungeon. One of these had a lock that I've never... Well, I feel confident about this place now. That hornet's tracking me. Glowing gold, that is not the lock for this key. Can't remember what this key is, but it's not glowing gold. I think it's mithril, isn't it? Ornate mithril, that's right, yeah. I don't think that was a locked tower. Oh, I'm terrified, so let's... Ornate copper, that's not mithril. Isn't this the dungeon where there's no more reason to come down here? I think that's true. I think that's a single level dungeon that I cleared out of treasure. Alright, we're back to this one again. So let's wield the sling. I feel confident in this dungeon now. I see a snake, so I am going to arm myself with the bow again. See if anybody's up there. Oh, there's a skeleton to the right. Yay, one-shotted with the bow. Right, do I go for that chest there, or do I look at this chamber up to the north of me? Or a spider? Or a tunic? That gives you more protection than the cloak. And it only needs dodging 1 to be useful. Let's see what's in this chest. Lockpicks. Snake is already tracking me. The snake is still tracking me. Let's see if I run further away. Does the snake lose interest? It did, but I think I'm close enough to attract its attention again. Let's leave the snake for later. Let's go and say hello to this skeleton instead. And while I'm thinking about it, let's wield these arrows so that we don't have to worry about wielding them later. Glowing copper, I don't think that's what I had. No, ornate mithril. Oh, but there's a couple more arrows here. I don't want to meet that snake head on. I might have no choice. Aha! Here we go, I get the first move. That's why I was wandering away and coming back again. Oh dear, serpent poisons me. So I am going to have to cast healing. Notice that I'm not starting to heal, that's because the poison is still in effect. I'm healing now. I didn't heal very much, so let's cast healing again. Oops. Poultice is useful for healing, but only if you've got medicine skill, which I don't. Right, I don't want that snake tracking me. Go away, snake. I should use confusion, actually. I've upped my control skill. Let's try confusing the skeleton. And let's try confusing the snake. It still hit me. Whoa. 1 hit point. Ah! I failed to heal. And I was poisoned to death. So that ends the run of Anyll the Ranger at level 5. Let's see how much gold I amassed. 146, not bad. So, right, it's time to start a new character. Let's see, new game. Yes. And, ooh, a mage that I like the look of. Power 3. It's got protection as well. Tactics, which means any attack is potentially doubled. And archery, which is wasted on the mage, basically, because, yeah, I can pick up a sling, but it's pointless investing more skill points in archery because I've got power, which is a magic dart skill. Anesta the Ranger has archery 2 and a bunch of other stuff, but archery 2 isn't as good as power 3. And then Engon, or Engoni, the warrior, is also pretty good, bludgeoning 3. Blades 1, which is wasted because you've got bludgeoning 3. Tactics, which helps, and that helps with the attack, and lockpicking, which lockpicking basically means that you can ignore the keys a lot of the time. But I'm going to go with Inidris the Mage. Let's see, excuse me. Greetings, Inidris. I am Mara, steward of Ananchu. One of the city's greatest treasures, the Plate of Might, has been stolen. The boilerplate text is the same. I've had to close the city gates till it's found. I suspect it's been hidden in the chambers beneath the city. To the hero who finds the plate and returns it to me, the citizens of Ananchui will be forever grateful. Or Ananchu, I have no idea how I want to pronounce that. And it's entirely my decision to make, because the name's just been made up. So, with a mage with power skill, there is one obvious thing to do, and that is to spend all 20 gold on magic dart spell. And then let's read the magic dart spell, and I now have magic dart spell. So time to start visiting the dungeons, and like before, I'm going to start at the top left. Start at that one. I feel afraid, but all I see is a rat. I'm tempted to just grab some loot from this dungeon anyway. Oh, I'm going for the shoot key, and I don't shoot anymore, do I? I cast. Let's just have a exploratory magic dart down that corridor. Yes, there was another vermin there. Let's do the same again. Right, no, there's nothing else down that corridor. Let's do the same here. There's vermin. Let's try again. Right, the spell didn't hit anything. I'm going to investigate this dungeon, even though I'm scared. I could have done with these arrows in the last game. But another spell. Oh, it's all just rats. Right, I'll stay away from the door while the rat's right behind it. Right, let's just... Never mind, I've got no food and no healing spell at the moment. Okay. Be prepared to run away if my hit points go beneath 10. Right. I've got protection skill, which means that if one of these spells is healing, but I failed to learn the spell. Oops. I learned healing. So now let's cast healing, and I'll need to cast it several times to get it to work. I'll just jog on the spot for a minute. I'll cast healing again. Just to get back up to 20 because 21, because I know I'm going to get a bite taken out of me as soon as I go through this door. Oh, it missed. These vermin in this chamber were a bit docile. There were no drops, but I've got some experience now, so hopefully a level up will be soon. So if I was keeping track of these things, I'd remember that's a complex bronze lock, and also an ancient gold lock. So let's ascend the stair. Oh, I got a level up already. It's probably because I was battling monsters in a harder dungeon than I'd normally start with. So I could up protection, or I could learn the other two branches of magic. I think I'm going to go for control, so that if one of these, right, that's a healing spell. I wonder if this is confusion. Yes. Ah, that was a stroke of luck. So I've got confusion spell. I've forgotten what those locks were already. Right, so let's go down another dungeon. I don't need to empty my inventory yet. I'm afraid here, and I don't like the look of that hornet, so I'll retreat. I feel bold. Now, I've not been down this dungeon before, but I feel bold because I've already been down harder dungeons than this. Oops. Oh, this might be wasted. Yeah, that was wasted. Oh, another confusion spell. Ornate bronze key. I don't think either of those locks were ornate bronze, but I could be wrong. Right, let's cast healing. Cast healing again. There we go. bit of extra healing with the berries. I'll put as much distance as I can. Oops, no, I'm not shooting, I'm casting. Was there another one down this corridor? No. No, it's in here. Okay, I'm not going to need these berries since I've got protection and healing spell. But I'll pick them up anyway. Right, I'm looking for stairs down. There are no stairs down. That means this is a single level dungeon. So I shall try to remember that the staircase next to the ruler of the city is just a single level dungeon, and I've cleared it out already. It's about time that I got rid of some of these things in my inventory. So let's sell that. Did I identify this? Let's get rid of that arrow out of the way. Agility +2. It's not really doing me any good if I'm not using archery or dodging, which I'm not using archery or dodging. But it's not doing me any harm either. So I shall get rid of the other cap and the slings. I remember where the archer's shop was. There. Get rid of that sling, that sling. Oh, the arrows, which are no use to me. And this hat. In fact, I may as well get rid of this hat because it's not doing me any real good. And I'll just hold on to the berries for the time being. Well, I feel terrified, but I am going to grab these 12 gold coins. Do I want to go in there now? Yes, I'll go in there. Let's just see what the map is like. Yeah, so I'll go in there. Ancient bronze, was that what I had? No, I had ornate bronze. I feel bold, and I've not been here either, so that means that this is another of the easiest dungeons. And this is the ornate bronze lock that goes with this key. So now I've got an ancient gold key. A cloak, which may or may not do me any good. It could be any doom. No, I'm not shooting, I'm casting. Let's get rid of this mouse. Right, it got a hit on me, and I'm just going to use these to heal, since I've got them. Stuff my face again. It's like a shooting gallery, this room. now I can browse these in pieces. Oh, a potion. Right, it's the green potion. Let's see what it does. I'm safe in here. And I've got healing spell now. Paralysis potion. Right, every time I try to move now, it says you're paralysed. Right, now it's worn off. But that potion can be thrown at things if I find another one. Come on, stop missing. There we go. Let's rummage in these chests and then have a bite to eat. Dealt with that. I think that's everything killed in this dungeon. Now I can go down. See what's one level deeper. I feel terrified, and there's a big hornet there, which I'm not confident that I can deal with. Not even for that white potion. So let's not bother with that for now. So I was going this way, wasn't I? So let's see what's in that tower. I feel confidence. Let's get rid of this vermin. Oh, it was hiding a spell. Let's see if I can open this locked chest once I deal with that vermin. Vermin can't get through doors, so if I got dangerously low in health fighting that, I could just step back out of the doorway and heal myself up. Ancient copper lock, and what is it that I've got there? Ancient gold key. Oh, a tangle vine. They can paralyse you. You get tangled up in their vines. Shooting gallery again. Oh, the tangle vine has paralysed me. So I may as well cast healing while I wait for the paralysis to wear off. Come on. Paralysis has worn off. I could have rummaged through that chest as well. I'll heal that last point with this berry. Right, can I get into that room without giving these tangle vines the first shot? Yes. Okay, I'm paralysed, so I can't now withdraw out of here. Oh, this is dangerous. This is very dangerous. Oof. I think I want to up my protection at my next level up, so that I can rely on the healing spell more. see what's further down. I feel afraid. Well, all I can see there is a dryad. What's to the right of me? Nothing. What's north? Nothing. But that orc is heading towards me. So I'm not going to push my luck. Especially as I've got a lot of loot to sell. Right, I want to level up. Let me just adjust my windows a bit. There we go. What do I want to level up? So I said I was going to up protection, but also upping control might be better. But no, I'm going to up protection and then do control next time. So I shall remember I was at this dungeon in the southeast of the city. Let's sell the confusion spell. Just cash in all this money. Right, I've got a decent amount of money now. Let's go and sell all this equipment that I've got no use for. So this poultice. Oh, excuse me. And this. Oh, this cloak is new. I need to go and check out what the cloak can do. Does it have any enchantments? Yeah, I'll pay 3 gold. No, it's a plain cloak. So I think the cloak can just get sold off. Because it's not doing me any good at all. It's 10 more gold. And I've got food there, but I've got even less use for it now than I did before. So let's just go to the safe deposit box and clear my inventory. So what key do I have? Do I recognise it? Ancient gold. Didn't I see that early on? I'm not sure. I'm slouching again. So I'll just carry on in the dungeon. So I was on this dungeon and I decided not to push my luck any further. Oh, wrong way. I've already been down this way. That's right. I was coming this way. Yeah, I've done all of the dungeons once now. So I think it's time to go and do them again. Because I've got a funny feeling that this ancient gold key was there. That was it. So I've got an ancient copper key, which I'm sure I recognise that from a lock I've seen. Let's just deal with this vermin if it comes too close. I'm not doing very well with these magic darts now. Cast healing. Let's try this potion. But it's poison. Oh dear. So cast healing again and cast it twice, I think. Magic darts against this rodents. I'm keeping an eye on the health to see if it goes up or down. Yeah, it's gone up, so I cast enough healing spells. So now I know what colour poison is. So what's the key I've got again? Ancient copper. Is that the key to this grate? No. So I think I'm going to do a bit better with this mage than I did with the ranger. I feel afraid, not terrified anymore, but afraid. I still don't like the look of that hornet, so I'm leaving that well alone. I feel bold. Oh, was this the one where it doesn't go down any further and I've just wasted my time? Yes. I need to just check the top right, at the top left here. Yeah, no more stairs. Oops. I may as well grab these. Right, let's check this. Ornate silver lock. That's not the key that I'm holding. I'm terrified. There's gorgons and a wraith. Yeah, I'll not be playing around there. I'm terrified. Here, that's this. Oh, that's right. This is where that spectre is, where I grabbed the money. So I think I'm going to go a different order this time. Ancient bronze key. I feel bold. Now, was there another stair down? Oh, there was a chest. Go away, Tangle Vine. Right, let's just see if I can get the Tangle Vine to forget me. There we go. I need to get the first shot in. There we go, that's where that key was. Ornate gold key. Let's see what was down these stairs. Well, I'm confident, despite the orc. The orc frightened me before. But I don't have the key to that chest. Right, let's grab some rope. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Go away, rats. I don't recognise that scroll. Oops. I completely ignored that dryad. Oh, the orc is very dangerous. Ah, the orc defeated me. So, yeah, I was a bit too greedy going in there and also not watching my health. So, let's see how well I did. Inidris the Mage had 197 coins worth of loot. So I did better there than I did with the Ranger. But I never found out what that spell was. That spell might have been lightning, which I could have used with power 3. So let's choose a third character and make a start. I've got quarter of an hour to stream before I end. So let's see who we've got. Another power 3 mage, that's tempting. Power, knowledge, archery again, but stealth this time. That is useful. Archery 2. Stealth, lockpicking, tactics, power, which is wasted when you've got archery. And Kalimbi the warrior. Blades 2 with a mediocre agility. Dodging 2, which is a nice start. Bludgeoning 1. Lockpicking. I think the mage is the best of the 3 again. So let's go with the Mage. Greetings, Kacar. I am Bryke, King of Idrin, or Ardin. So the treasure this time is the Goblets of Holiness. I've been nowhere near the treasures on any of these runs so far. So I'll do the same thing again, Magic Dart spell. Notice that all the letters are different this time. Magic Dart that's actually the Etruscan letter V. Looks like an F, backwards F, but it's a V in Etruscan. So let's read the spell. Oh, and I've got 12 intelligence this time as well. So now it's time to just start looking in the dungeons for some mischief to cause. Once again, I'm afraid in the first dungeon, but I see I see a Dryad. I'm actually going to leave well alone. Muscle busting, hi! Welcome to the stream. Yes, clever Kacar. First, if I'd have read the biography, it would have said something like weak, slow and wise was the description of Kacar. Or Kacar. Again, it's a made up name so we can pronounce it how we like. So let's try and find a dungeon where I'm actually confident. Oh, there's only 2 towers in this city. So we'll have a kind of linear experience. Right, so I feel confident in this dungeon. I have some berries. Try and find some loot. There's some loot. I can't use most of this stuff, but I can sell it in the shops. So cast Magic Dart, and I miss, of course I miss. And I have a key, an ancient gold key, scroll, dagger and more money. I'll read this. Berries stack up to 16, but you can carry multiple stacks if you want. So if I read this scroll, I learned Confusion. Confusion requires, which skill is it now? Control skill, which I don't yet have. So it's pointless me trying to cast Confusion spell just yet, but at least I know it. So let's go and deal with, I'm trying to find a way to hit this vermin without going right next to it, and I don't know if there's a way of doing so. So let's cast. What's that? Yeah, because as soon as I step into this room, I'll aggro this vermin. So let's cast Magic Dart, and let's kill that one. And let's eat some of these, in fact, let's eat all of these berries to heal up to 17. At the moment, I'm a bit short of stuff to heal me up, so I need to be careful, even though I've only just started in the dungeon. Oh, I don't like this. I've got to stand next to this. This might be a really short run. And that needs an ancient gold lock. What was the key that I picked up? Oh, ancient gold key. So I'll carry the key. But I need to be careful because I'm really low on health and I've got no way to restore my health. So I'm going to run away at the first sign of danger. So another Magic Dart spell. Not very useful to me right now. I'm not going to deal with that zombie just yet. Oh no. I don't want that zombie to trap me in this corridor, so I think what I'm going to do, 2 zombies. I'm going to go up to ground level I'm going to sell this loot, and that should get me enough gold to heal up. No level up, but that's fine. So I'll go and find the mage. So I've got to remember I'm at this southern tower. Find the mage. I've already learned magic dart, so I don't need the magic dart spell. Let's sell these slings if I can find the archery shop. Actually, I can sell these staffs or staves to this guy, cash in that gold. Oh, I could sell the knife as well. The dagger, I should say. Sell the dagger. And then sell all of these, because I don't have a use for slings. And now I will use the healing, because I'm only a level 1 character, so it makes sense. Pay 15 to get healed up. What I will do to help me is, I've got 2 options. I can buy some food, which is probably the better option, or I can invest in one of these cloaks, which will offer me a little bit of extra stealth. I think I'm going to buy food. Because then I can heal up down in the dungeon just by eating bread. So I was down here, and I think, yeah, I was okay to press on, but just not with the health that I had. Definitely, yeah, need me carbs. So now I can loot this with a bit more confidence. Right, here's the key for something else. Now I can have a go at this zombie. Oof. Right, let's see where that zombie... Oh, there's 2 zombies. Let's see if either of them come down here. Doesn't look like it. Rats can't open doors, so I'm fine with them. I think I want to lure these zombies down here. Right. If I move away now, will that zombie follow me? No. So my stealth skill is working against me there. I think now the zombie might be close enough to get aggroed by me. Yeah, there we go. So let's now cast magic darts. There we go. And I get a blade for my trouble. Upload this one again. That was nice, not a scratch on me. Right, the rat's going to be a bit less dangerous. Right, now I've got in here without any hits on me. Yeah, it is a bit tense when you're a starting character and you've not got anything to help you heal. Go away, vermin. Go away, vermin. I want to go through that door. It's not going to go away, is it? Oh yeah, there we are. I nearly fell to greed there. I was busy collecting the treasure when I should have fired at the vermin. Right, is that one just chilling out there? I think both of those are just chilling out. So let's get the first hit in with that one. Move a bit further from the one on the right. And I think I've cleared out the level. So I'll have a look and see what's further down. The levels on this game are not necessarily consecutive, because there's multiple towers in the city. the next hardest dungeon might not be under this same tower. Right, I am afraid, but I've dealt with zombies before. And that one's running away. Right, let's see if this is the chest that this key opens. It isn't. That's a complex silver lock, and I have a complex iron key. But I'll have a go collecting as much loot in this dungeon as I can. And killing these monsters. Was that dryad moving around? She was. The dryad's luring me. I'll show you what happens when a dryad lures me. If I try and move away towards those stairs at the top, I just get pulled towards the dryad. But if I don't move, then I can stay put. There's a couple of creatures that do luring, and I can't remember what the other one is now. I've been working on the game for 4 years, so some of the early decisions I made I've forgotten. I've let that zombie get a bit too close for comfort. Right, let's eat 3 bread, which should heal 6. Oh, and 1 berry. Berries heal 1. So I can still clean up with all this. There's quite a lot of gold hanging around here. Which is fortunate because things increase in cost as you level up. Right, that zombie's come out of that room, so I think I'll chase that zombie down or let it come to me. Right. Yeah, that zombie's aggroed. I thought that would happen. But I've got plenty of food to heal up with. Right, let's go as far away from that dryad as I can and then shoot it. Same with this zombie. Now I'm safe to get the loot. Was there a locked chest? Yeah, there was that locked chest up here. So let's see what's further down now. Oh, there's another dryad. Have the berries. Don't see why not. And let's see what's further down here. Doesn't seem that much worse, although those orcs can be a bit nasty, and I might not be of a level to deal with them yet. I'll just grab this penny. That is a good way of getting yourself killed, actually, because there could be something approaching when you go and grab a treasure like that. But I thought it was worth the risk, because I'm near the end of my stream tonight, so if I'd have died then it wouldn't have been a big disaster. Alright, let's see what happens when I go. Oh, there's another level of the dungeon to go up. I suspect when I return to the city I'll have a level up now. Do I want to bother killing that rat? Nah. Yeah, here we go. Congratulations, Kacar. You've gained enough experience to allow some self-improvement. What will you choose? Right, so I have Confusion spell, but I don't have the skill that goes with it, which is Control skill. Those 4 there are all branches of magic. Now I have Control skill, so I don't have very good Control skill, but at least I now have a hope of casting that Confusion spell. So let's go, and I think the last thing I'm going to do tonight is go and offload some of these treasures. So we'll go in there, cash in these coins so they're not taking up space, just have it as credits. I don't need the sling, so the sling can go there. I've got archery skill, but I'm not going to use it because it's vastly inferior to the power skill, where I've got magic darts I can fire, and eventually lightning spells. Let's go and find the Mage's shop again. I think it's up here somewhere. And sell the magic dart spell. Knowledge spell. One of these unidentified scrolls will be Soul Search. I don't think I'm going to bother buying a scroll just to check. Yeah, that one's magic darts, and that one's confusion, which I already have. So, did I bother identifying this leather cap? No, I didn't. So let's see what it is. It's an enchanted leather cap of intelligence +3. That's perfect. You can see the +3 now on the mod underneath my intelligence. A cap is usually only useful when you've got dodging skill, because it's a form of armour. But since this one's got an enchantment, it's going to help with my spell casting. So I've just got these daggers to sell now, which I'll sell at the warrior's shop. So I think that's it for this evening. Yeah, I could do with one of those caps as well, especially in the hot weather at the moment. I've got the hot weather, streamer brain, and because I've got kidney failure, I've also got brain fog, all conspiring against me. So I might have written this game, but yeah, I can easily forget how to play it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to position my mage on that dungeon, so that when I play next time, I'll know that my intent is to go down that dungeon. And I will exit the game. Yeah, thanks very much for joining me. I'm not sure when it's going to be released. My plan is that I want at least one of the beta testers to reach the end, and to actually win. And I've only won this game twice in 4 years of development. So I suspect what's going to happen is I'm going to give everybody like a week or so to try and see if anybody can win the game, get some idea of game balance. And if that doesn't happen, then I might cheat and just get myself to an end game situation, just so that I can verify that, yes, the end game victory screen does work properly. Maybe pass the save game around to the beta testers so they can see the end game as well. But yeah, I'm thinking at least a couple of weeks before this comes out of beta test. There's been quite a few suggestions for improvement as well, but at the moment the game is maxed out for running on an IBM, an original IBM at 4.7 megahertz. So I can't add too much more without slowing the game down too much or without taking up too much memory. So yeah, this is it's looking good. Nice. Thank you very much for joining me. So I shall do my final thing of finding someone to raid, and I can see somebody right there. Tom the Gosser is one of my favourite retro streamers who's always streaming at this time. So I'm going to pass this along to him and go say hi. And he's playing, what's he playing tonight? Oh, it's viewer game requests. He's playing space games. So I'm going to raid Tonda. Yep, that's going. I'm going to mute myself and go to my end stream ending screen. Thank you very much, and let's go say hi to Tonda.